Okay, your move,
Okay.
Mr. Tudon.
I haven't played for a long time, so certainly not too done.
3-3. Yeesh. Going over these Feng Young games I found and thinking of our reviews, started my memory going, and I just got the clearest picture. I'm in some major tournament in the open section playing Zai Pei, who's he was 8 dan. And oh man, it was as epic a game as one would imagine. Just epic. And I didn't lose till like move 100, 200. I mean, it went on forever till finally I couldn't keep track. And he just, oh, okay, then it's my game. Oh, you're right. You got me. Quite a feeling having a epic game in the open section and there's 30 strong players around just mesmerized by the game. Amazing experience. A lot of memories.
I knew this would put me in an uncomfortable spot, but I thought if I play it, I'll learn something, so I'm playing it.
Yeah, this is all booked so far in the upper
Oh,
left.
okay, okay.
Um, and I also don't know it. So I just play the first 3 moves that all the strong players play, and then I start to learn.
Okay, so you played away from me. I noticed that this makes a 5 extension for me on the bottom. That's good. So, I mean, I can't allow you to connect, but dropping down seems like it's not getting me. It seems to be too bit feeble.
This isn't a serious game. If you don't mind, I'm going to give you control and pick a move you're looking at and play through the very. Well, go back, do it. So black to play now. There's a number of choices.
Yeah.
Let me see the variation one. Then we'll
Okay.
look at 2 and 3,
Sure.
and we'll get an and let me see you get an idea of what sounds good to you.
The moves I've been thinking about is this move, the drop down, and here, because letting you connect is too big, because then you'll never have to worry about that bottom group again, the group on the
One
side.
comes first, so show me one.
So So one. I'm pretty sure you would just block. And would I defend? Well, I certainly wouldn't Atari because that would get rid of RG in the corner. This is something that I would certainly look into.
And what kind of debt is there for you?
There's this. Have to protect here, and there's this cut. But I mean, white's in trouble here, I guess. So white can't cut now, but that's something that I would look into.
Yeah. So if I start this sort of thing, and I'm trying to get ready for a ko here, I'll just put this here, and then start it, then maybe, so you said it makes you get your cut, makes you a little bit weak, and there's room for white to play with that. I don't like the shape. So play the same thing again, but from here, what else? Show me the next option.
There is something like, something like this. So then if you took that stone,
well, that's pretty much means you just play there to begin with. Extremely slow move.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
You haven't played the obvious Atari yet.
Oh, the Atari. I didn't even think about it because it seems like it's RG Keshi getting rid of RG.
Let's try it.
Okay, well, I get rid of the cut.
And keep going.
There's no need
You're
to
going to haunt it.
Oh,
obvious
of course,
haunt.
Yeah.
Okay. The goal was to get your group healthy. Did you succeed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time. Is there Aji in the corner? Some. I wouldn't count on too much. It's not like clean, but there's something there.
But the priority was to help.
Black Heath. Say again?
Sorry, the priority was to help my group, wasn't it? Not to get rid of RG in the corner.
And I would say this not only is a massively large move, but completely messes with the corner again. So white pretty much has to play this way.
Yeah.
And we can see that a little move like this, the top becomes... So yeah, this is a wonderful direction, is the whole point. On top of which, this has become really, really big too.
Nice.
This we pretty much just looked at, same thing we just saw. And assuming white's willing to live on this side first, then I can cut and there's problems. So it seems a little heavy here. And then 3. You're out. White can't connect. I don't see black as in danger here.
Yeah.
And this black move
nice
is big and hurts white, and therefore helps black, or just playing away also.
Yeah.
Or spending time to play here. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I guess that move would provide an extra option for black, right? Because then if white doesn't respond, we can pressure that group.
And one reason this move is perhaps the best move is because we've got a nasty spot inside, tons of Aji at B now, since white doesn't have any thickness at all here, lots of Aji. Then we have things like, we look at black C. It should be alive, which hurts white dramatically. Just creates a lot of options, so it's not a bad move at all. Okay, well worth looking at. Your move.
The first thing that comes to mind is this move, because you've just defended, and you're now pretty strong. So I feel like I'm happy to make that exchange.
Sounds reasonable. I think it's wrong,
Hmm.
but it's reasonable thinking, and it's got to be 80%, if not 90.
Yes. Yeah.
See the power that creates down in your side there?
Hmm.
That's the problem with this. Hurts you.
Hmm.
Well, if you had just played, you know, D4 instead of hurting you, it helped you and grew you.
Hmm. True.
You're welcome to do undos or whatever you like. We're just looking at stuff.
Okay, let's do that. Okay. Yeah, D4 seems a bit passive to me, but yeah.
You are defending your
Yeah.
territory, your group,
Yeah. Yeah.
and white just played a good, strong defensive move. So attacking, kind of out of the question. Yeah, so it
My
does
three,
fit.
my 3/3 doesn't look ideal though now, does it? It looks a bit. Of course, I much prefer it to be at C4.
Not bad.
Hmm.
Not bad.
So if I play S16, I think there's a ladder. So I have to target that stone.
Play it anyway, so we can
Okay.
learn it, because you don't see it clearly. Now we're assuming the ladder works for you. Keep going. Okay, your points. Second line. You're alive plus alive. Way over concentrated with very few points.
Yeah.
What was I looking for? To get settled. Boy, did I get settled. Very thick and strong to the outside. And if I want to, I can play moves like this, and you can't cut me.
Mm.
And I have Sente. Um, so all 99.9% of the time, you really don't want to capture that stone.
Mm.
And of course, Q players capture it every time. Oh, look, I can capture a stone. But no, don't. Let's look at a couple things. Let's review the game. There's some stuff to look at. So Black to play. There's nothing to consider other than mood, information you have about your opponent. Oh, George has never learned to deal with 3-3. I'm going to play 3-3. This thing should, yeah, that kind of stuff, but nothing on the board. Okay, no board stuff. Okay. Here, there's two things. So there's two things to consider. One is we all know this is coming in Sente. Okay, that's a good thing to know. I can stop it right now if I want, or I can choose big ripe juicy shamari. So there's two things to consider on this board. This is nothing to consider. It doesn't do anything special, right? But this really stands out as okay. So a couple things to consider here. The point of this review is there's always stuff to consider, and as you consider it, you do just a 2 and 3 move readout, judging the conclusion. So on this board, open skirt, cover, or negate the wall that's facing the top. You see the issues and why they're issues?
Yes.
Okay. Open skirt, perhaps if you had a, shamari here, then perfect move, right? But just by itself, yeah, nice. That's too far away to say black's doing something. See what I'm saying?
Sure.
So it's a one-purpose move. I'm not thrilled about that. How about C? Two-purpose. Goodness. The idea of white playing this way, that terrifies everybody. Everybody hates that, giving white that formation.
Yeah.
Well, you can go ahead and take the corner, negating that. Big two purposes. Oh, that's a big one. And this one for free. And now you have your choices. This isn't good with the 3-3. It doesn't work well down there. So I would switch over here. But you did two excellent things. And you can decide to do one or both or whatever you decide. But there's stuff to think about. And you think, okay, 2 moves ahead. The bottom's not looking good because of my 3-3. Okay, top, 1 move readout. White C, terrifying. I'm going to play white C right now. Boom. Which you did. Boom, I stopped that one. You stop. And why? Well, because, let's just put it here for a minute, just so we can see it. We don't really like what white's developing. Black likes the right, white likes the right, and white got to play there. That's kind of the one reason to play your move. And nothing else going on, so this is a good move. Next, I look at the stuff that's going on. I'm sorry, I'm not concerned about black's formation. There is no black formation. Just wide open spaces with a couple black stones in there. So I'm not at all concerned about that. I am concerned. The right is huge, and I just got hurt. I don't want to pass and have to start dealing with this stuff. This is going to be difficult. So to me, the right has become. This is all making sense, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think, well, I'll play old style. That used to be Joseki till AI showed us, no, you don't need it. And well, AI showed us that we don't mind getting kicked here. Because as you pinch, I get the move in I want in Sente. And then I run out. And that's all. And black's the one that looks weak there, not white. So it all works. Oh, so I can play. So that's all working out. It took like 2-3 move, a little readout. Black plays that, which I believe I might also. because that's a spot I want. And your job's to play here now.
Oh, okay.
And either you'll do well in the corner or you'll do well on the side. The way the game went, I got the left and the corner. And you didn't do that well. Well, you did something in the center, which is the least. Okay, this is hard for me to think through. I want to keep you weak, but I am so weak I can hardly stand it. So I defend myself. And the proverb tells us, don't play away from the action. Well, for goodness sakes, we got this huge gap, way undercut, with a potentially weak white group, with a potentially weak black group. I'm getting tired just naming the issues in front of me. It's this ripe situation where you can do what you want. I would never leave that in a million years. Make sense?
Sure.
Yeah. So when you play away in Gote, I'm like, okay, at 4 down up, game's over. You can't play a passive move because on top of all that, is area 1 yours? No. How about area 2? No. What'd you do? In the future, I'm going to make some points there. AlphaGo says, nah, yeah, I don't think so. I might put it at 90%, but maybe a little less. So to me, all that's kind of fascinating. I hit it.
So perhaps instead of me playing C5, keep the pressure up?
I do like C5 because the points times 2, that's nice. You're alive now. You were alive before, but I could press you. Now I can't even press you. I could have been alive in Sente. Now I can't be alive in Gote. And with B being that weak, that necessarily, so you're actually, the whole point of this is you're defending your C group. That's the point of this move. You happen to be hurting the B group and doing wonderful things with A itself. So yeah, this is a really big move. Might be enough. The other option is to just, well, now I'm afraid of this because you just made a commitment on that group. You can't sacrifice it now. Well, I kind of suggest this, right? Maybe go ahead and there's no reason to exchange that. Well, let's just exchange it for fun. And then here, maybe. A little hard to know. This sequence, certainly. And here, again, the point is that the game kind of plays itself. You don't, little tiny readout. You don't want this. What are you, crazy? How many moves, if you're in the habit of reading out, you'd see this every single time. But players aren't in the habit of reading out 2 and 3 moves, simple moves. You play there. I would hate you to keep going. I have to play there. You'd hate the Atari. You play there. I'd hate for you to turn. I play there. You don't want that turn. You play there. Now, how do I feel about first thing I thought of? How do I feel now? Not bad. You're undercut. I can get in there. That's not a black territory. And you're not threatening my corner at all. So I don't feel any depress. What I would hate is for this, oh, now you have a walnut. Oh, I'm die. This is so bad. There's no way out. Oh, I jump out so far. I'm still behind enemy lines. It's terrible. Terrible. And that. And there. This corner. One of the things about this move is this. It's looking nice, but it doesn't have any meat to it yet. You with me?
Yes.
Okay. So let's keep that move in mind. It just doubled in size, seems to me. Now, either the top or the center, it's going to be real big. So I think I would go in this direction. And potentially again, because you're threatening to invade White's territory, something serious. And if White says, I better come in, well, you still got big moves if you want them. You've got big invasions, you know. But one of those would. So I think that makes a little more sense. Uh, this one followed by that, a little easy on me.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay, good. Thanks for letting me ramble on there. Okay, George, good to see you.
Thank you, Lance. That's wonderful. See you soon.
We'll see you next week.
Okay, great. Have
Bye.
a nice day. Bye bye.